Hello my dear students, welcome to all in our science lecture. So in previous lecture we learned what is force, what is pressure. Students, today we begins with how the pressure is works on three state, that is solid, liquid and gas. So today we learn pressure on solid, pressure of liquid, gas, pressure, and very much important, that is atmospheric pressure. So students, let's start to learn. Let's begin with pressure on solid. So look at the first line. Air pressure is exerted on all the object kept in a air. So students, in our day-to-day life, we used to apply a pressure on any object. So students, as you can see this figure, how the pressure can exerted on solid. So just look at carefully. Take two box and keep a wooden plank on it. Then what you do? Keep the books on that wooden plank in same distance. Then students, what is your observation? Yes. And look at the figure number 2. The wooden plank doesn't bend because it is in balanced force. And what about figure number 3? We put a bundle of books on that wooden plank. That's why the wooden plank get bends because of maximum pressure is exerted on that plank. So we can say that when a weight is kept on a solid pressure, it exerted on it, and this pressure is depends on the value of the weight. Students, here is the another example which is based on pressure on solid. So what you see? Yes, it's girls sandal. There are two types of sandal, flat shoes and sharp heels. Now students, listen carefully what I am saying. It is easier to walk on a soft sand if we have flat shoes, right? If we have a flat shoes, we can easily walk rather than shoes with sharp heels. Why this is happened? Because of area. So students, listen carefully the statement. If the area increase, the pressure will be reduced. So this statement you can relate with flat shoes. Okay. Now another one. The area decreases, the pressure increases for the same force. So this statement you can relate with sharp heels. Clear students? So students, if you compare girls' sandals with camel's feet, you can see that the bottom surface of camel's feet are broad. That's why camel's feet do not penetrate into the sand, and it becomes easy to walk like flat shoes rather than sharp heels. Now students, clearing a concept of pressure on solid. Now one question that might surprising you is, do liquid also exert a pressure like solid? But still now we are only talking about solid object which exerts pressure. But students, liquid and gases, they are also exert pressure like solids that we learn. Now we will try to prove that how we can say that liquid also exerts pressure on the walls of its container. And we will prove in the same case of gas as well. So let us first talk about liquid. So I'll just tell you with simple experiment which will prove that liquid exert pressure on wall of the container. So students, what do we do for this purpose? You take a bottle and you just make a hole somewhere near this position, and you attach another tube at this position. Then you fix a balloon to the mouth of this tube. Now, how will you attach tube to this? Maybe you can heat the tube and then fix it when it is hot, because once it is hot, then it becomes soft and flexible. But when it becomes cold and hard, then you cannot change its shape. So students, by heating a tube, it is easy to attach to that bottle. And now you fill this bottle with a liquid, or you can say with a water. After some time, what do you see? Now students, look at the picture carefully. You will see that bottle filled with water. And what you see? You will see that pressure exerted on the walls of container. Because of that, balloon start to get inflate. So students, can you see there is anyone? No, nobody. Nobody blowing the balloon, but balloon gets blown due to the pressure exerted by the liquid which is present inside the container. So this is one activity which is shown that liquid exerted pressure on walls of the container. So students, can you do this activity in your home also for better understanding? So students, I hope you clear this activity. Now students, let us try out another experiment. So take another similar type of bottle which is filled with water, and take a thick needle to pierce at the same point 1, 2, 3, as you can see in this figure. Now students, when you pierce with a thick needle to the bottle, then what happened? The water jets emerging from the hole at the top will fall closest to the bottle, and yes, also jet coming out from the two holes at the same level. So students, what do you see? What happened? You will see that water start throwing out of these three holes. But students, pressure of waters are different from each of that. Students, see this liquid pressure. This picture you just help out to understand pressure on liquid. Students, see this picture very carefully. Look at that arrow. The arrow denotes that pressure increases with depth. Yes, the pressure is increases at the bottom of that container. That's why high pressure is on the bottom of that container and the low pressure is on the top of that container. So that's why the weakest jet on the top of the container and the strongest jet is at bottom of the container. So in this way we complete this experiment also. So I hope you clear this experiment. For better understanding, you can do this at your home also. Now students, let's learn how the pressure is work on gas. So listen carefully. So let us try to do a very simple experiment to prove that gases also exerted a pressure on the walls of container. Now just think of this balloon. In our childhood, we played with balloon. So I hope you done this activity when you are child. Now balloon is already inflated with filled with air, and that is nothing but gas. Now students, you need to do this. Take sharp object like needle and try to just pierce to the balloon. So what will happen to the balloon? Yes, the balloon will blast. So finally all airs are come out. So students, this is the best example for gas pressure. Similarly, you have seen that if someone purses a sharp object to tire of vehicles, so tire get a punctured. That is, it becomes a flat tire. So students, why this happens? Yes, because tire also filled with air. That is nothing but a gas. Air is continuously exerting with pressure on the walls of its container. So students, these are some example which tells us even gas exert pressure on the walls of its container. So students, not only solids exerts a pressure on the walls of its container, but also liquid and gases also exert its pressure on the walls of its container. Now we have spoken about pressure. Let us talk about important concept, that is atmospheric pressure. So the pressure exerted by the atmosphere around us, it is called as atmospheric pressure. Now before I talk about atmosphere, I hope all of you know what is atmosphere. Atmosphere is nothing but a layer of airs which surrounded by the earth, that is called as atmosphere. An atmosphere is essential for life on earth as it supplies oxygen, water, carbon dioxide for plants, some nutrients to living organisms, and protects living organism from temperature and excessive UV radiations. Students, there are many layers of atmosphere. Students, see these layers of atmosphere, that is troposphere, stratosphere, mesosphere, thermosphere, exosphere. So these are different layers which explains in your higher standard, not in your 8th standard. Clear? This is for your just understanding to show this screen. Clear students? Now students, see here in your textbook they given one picture, that is atmospheric pressure. That atmospheric pressure is shown with the help of that height. So students, 16 kilometer heights which exist atmosphere, that is the atmosphere exists to about 16 kilometer height. And yes, this height is extended up to 400 kilometer in a very dilute form. So students, we know that the unit of force, unit of pressure. Now what is the unit of atmospheric pressure? The atmospheric pressure is specified in the units is millibar or hectopascal. So students, in your textbook they given us the unit of atmospheric pressure is millibar. Millibar means m bar or hectopascal means HPA. So these are the symbols of millibar and hectopascal. Now students, let's focus on how much value of the atmospheric pressure exerted on various objects on earth. Now students, see this. The value of atmospheric pressure at sea level is 101 multiply 10 cube, or you can say that 10 to the power 3. Students, always remember that the value of pressure is always changes with their heights. Now students, when you see this picture carefully, what you observe? The bottom of this height, the height particle is maximum than the top of the height. Why this is happened? Because of atmosphere. Now we all are talk about in details in your higher standards. clear? But now you remember this, the value of atmospheric pressure is denoted by 1 atm equals to 101 multiply 10 cube, that is 10 raised to 3. Students, I hope you clear the atmospheric pressure. Now students, see this example. This is best example to clear your concept regarding atmospheric pressure. Now what you see, these kids are sitting with each other. Now how they feel? See that boy who sat on the top of the height. How he feel? He said, I feel little height on me. I feel low pressure. And what about the bottom of that boy? He said, there is lot of weight on me. I feel high pressure on me. So students, what you learn, what you understand from this example? The atmospheric pressure is high on the sea level, and when it goes upward, it becomes low pressure. That is atmospheric pressure. And students, you can relate this example with graph also. So students, in this graph, you must observe that when the curve in downward direction, the measurement becomes in high, as you can see in this graph. So students, I hope you clear the graph of atmospheric pressure. Students, I hope you clear today's concept. For more understanding, read the books that I teach you today. So read that topic again and again and see this video which I taught you. Thank you. Bye-bye.